Welcome to Country Fried Cletus, folks. Today, we're doing pond management with my childhood friend, Wojo. So come on.
When I was 5 years old, my daddy bought me my first red By the time I was 9, got my first 10 quarter, and I felt the thrill. From then on out, it's been too darn hard just to keep me inside. Spend the day with me, and you'll see that I'm just another country fried. There ain't nothing wrong at all with being just another country fried.
That was awesome. Just trying to get country fried. All right, folks, you're in for a treat today. We're here doing a bass harvest festival with my longtime buddy, Mr. Wojo. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
The bass harvest is what we did at my good friend Wojo, and I call him Wojo because he was a heck of a point guard in basketball in high school, but we called him Wojo because of Wojciechowski. He played at Duke. Little point guard, get all up in you. So he lives on a 50-acre lake, neighborhood lake, and no one has really ever putting the time and effort into improve the fishing in there. And so Wojo and myself have taken it upon ourselves to improve the fishery there. And so we're transporting them, so we're not just taking them out and killing them, wasting them, if you will. We're not being wasteful at all, but we're being smart about improving the fishery at his 50-acre lake.
Wojo is gonna bring us into this flat right here, shallow flat, deep water out here. He's seen some good ones moving up on it, so we're gonna try to connect with one of those good ones. I've seen it swimming. It's like a baby. Tiny dancers out here. Tiny dancers.
Yeah, the tiny dancers, there's a lot of little fish in there. And there's some big ones too. We've caught some big ones, 6, 7, 8. I think the biggest one Keith's ever caught was just a hair under 9 pounds. It was like 8 pounds, 14 ounces. So there's big ones in there, but you gotta get through about 40 tiny dancers to get there. That just tells you that the bass population in this lake is just out of whack. There's just so many little ones that the bigger fish, can't get to that bait first because you sling your little jig or you sling your fluke in there or whatever, and there's, 27 tiny dancers, all wolf packing on it before that big one can even get over to it.
That little thing right there, that little tiny dancer, he wanted it.
By taking them out, we're hoping to get to that big fish more often.
More for the kid pond. Now folks at home, this little stretch that we're about to get on right here is a really good area. Traditionally, we've caught some fish. One Friday, me and Keith had here, within a matter of 5 casts in between each other. He caught one that was 14, almost 9 pounds, and like 4 casts later, I caught one that was 7.5. We got pictures that can prove it. We do. So this little stretch right here is a really good area, right here.
I think anybody that fishes a pond, a lake, a river, whatever they fish enough, if they fished it enough, there's always something about this area that you always catch fish on. And we pulled up to that stretch and you kind of, I get a little ting, I get little feelings sometimes, get feelings. And it was just one of those things where I just felt pretty sure we were about to just get one after another, and that's what happened.
Hey! Oh, there we go. She came back. Huh? Oh, the double. Multiple doubles. There is no question at all about that being a pond management. Oh, he just broke his head off. We're gonna double dip a little. Going to the kids' pond. There we go. She's got a little sore on her side. A little red sore right there, maybe. I don't know. What do we think? She's short. Oh, she's feisty though. God, right by the whole duck. I think that's, no, it ain't a good one. I thought it was a good one. I'm gonna skip that jig. Yeah, I'm gonna try to skip that jig. I almost got him in the eyeball. There we go. Another one for the box. Get in there with your friends and play. Oh, look at it! It came right up out of the water. Yeah, yeah. It bright? God, that was a power hook set. Uh-huh. That's the fish you just, that's the fish. Got my hook right.
That was sort of messed up. I gotta be honest with you, I've never seen that happen before.
Tell you they're aggressive. Look at that. That is wild. Show it.
He had casted and set the hook so hard that his line broke, you know, came loose at the knot or whatever, if you will. So he quickly reties, puts on another fluky dookie, slings it back out there. 1, 2, 3, twerking it, and they hit again. And when he gets it to the boat, the hook that he just lost was in this bass's mouth.
That's something you don't see every day.
That tells you right there that the bass was hungry and aggressive.
You want those jeans in there. Those are like Wrangler jeans. Tough to beat.
Do you think it's silly to stretch before fishing? I don't. I'm about to tell you why.
Burn it out. Get you one more. Oh, he hit me on the dang. He came back and got it. You know, fishing is relaxing. A lot of people do it to ease their mind, take their worries away. And I do it for that as well. But at the same rate, it can get downright nasty, downright intense. And you gotta be ready for battle. Burn it out. Get you one more. Get you one more. Cobra Strike's ready. That's what you want. Like any top tier athlete who's at the top of their game, they're not gonna go onto that playing field until they feel like their body is that machine that nobody else can stop. Right there, I wanna get you one more. And when I go on that bass water, that's where my body feels like I'm a machine and no bass can stop me. You can't stop me. And I do a little thing called angler stretching. That's no laughing matter because it gets intense out there. It gets intense. It's all fun and games until that thing pops loose. Lines may snap, but groins may snap too. Here, both sides, make sure bad things can happen. Because on that next cast, you never know. You never know what could be on the end of that line, and it could be a world record largemouth. Could change your life forever. Set the hook. And if you're not properly ready, and you're not properly stretched, you could have your dreams shattered. You could have your heart ripped out of your chest and stomped on the ground. There's a visual for you. It's intense. It's very intense. And you have to be properly stretched in order to do battle with the bass. Uh-huh. You just turned his direction. He tried to go into that boat and you said, uh-uh. Turned his direction. Pencily. very pencily. We use very technical terms here on Country Fried Cletus. Pencily.
When you refer to a bass as being pencily, that term is, my buddy Wojo made that up. It's very, very pencily, which meaning skinny.
Oh, you see them air bubbles come out of its mouth?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Another pencily one.
So it's not necessarily a technical term. I mean, I'm not a fisheries biologist by no means. I mean, I know you might find that hard to believe because I do use a lot of big words, but pencily just means they're skinny. That means it just, you know, a lot of times they got a big head, skinny body. And out there at this lake, because there's just so many of the little ones, you see a lot of pencily bass.
Next time you catch a skinny bass, call it pencily. Because that is technical talk. Technical jargon. That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Technical jargon.
I love big eyeballs on a bass. It's probably the first and foremost thing I look at when I catch a bass.
You just hammered her right in the mouth.
She liked it.
God, Cinco?
Yeah.
The man's good with whatever he puts on there.
Look how big that fish's eyeball is.
And in my opinion, again, I'm not a fisheries biologist guy, but I think when you see a little bass, but he's got big old eyeballs, means he's got good genes.
You know I am about eyeballs. Let that one live. It's got good genes, man. It's got good genes in the eyeballs.
That means he's gonna grow up, or she's gonna grow up to be a trophy-sized bass. So Wojo calling that was timing, he did. But the eyeballs were big. And so I pleaded with him, and thankfully he agreed. And he threw that one back in the pond and not in the live well.
You know, if I was a professional wrestler, you know what I think my name would be? Good Time Salvador. Huh? How bad would that be? I'd do a lot of flips. I'd come off the top rope. Good Time Salvador? God, it's a good name. It just came to me. See ya! God, why he wants that thing? God, he wants that thing. He came back and got it! Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. He really wanted it. I mean, he really, really wanted it. Yeah. God, he hit that thing so many times. Let's see what you got. There you go. Let's see. That's a keeper. He's 12.5 inches.
Well, I'll be doggone.
It's a good markings on it. Little belly. Whoa. We're gonna pull her back in.
Very feisty. Very feisty.
Right down. You know who else likes lizards? Good Time Salvador. Oh, look at this little baby doll. We might have the winner here of the smallest bass caught today. Shoot! Yeah, he's gone. He wasn't much bigger than the fluke. Shouldn't have been playing around with him so much. I guess he showed me, didn't he? Here I am laughing at him. That's more like it. Oh, he hit me on the dang. I got like real people issues here.
I had a lot of frustrating moments out there on the water today.
Clint.
Missed hook sets, slung my bait off the hook one time. I call it sometimes the Cletus curse. I don't want to believe it all the time.
I got like real people issues here.
It just felt frustrating.
Let's see if I hit the fluke. Get my good mojo back. Ugh. I'm in a funk. I'm in a fluke funk.
I got into what you call a fluke funk.
It's right there. It just I'm in a fluke funk, man. Something ain't right.
I love the fluke so much. It's probably my favorite bait to throw at all times. So I couldn't put it down. But there for a while when they weren't biting it, I mean, they weren't even coming up and looking at it. And here is my buddy Wojo on the front of the boat, and he's wearing them out left and right, and I can't seem to seal the deal.
You're playing Houdini games with us, man. Come on, Clint. You never even saw it.
And it just seemed to me, whatever color I was throwing, they weren't biting, even when they were biting Wojos on the front of the boat.
He's freaking picking up every rod he's got down there and catching 1 or 2 fish on everything he's throwing. Here I am struggling.
So I felt like I was letting the team down a little bit, you know.
I've done nothing but bring our team down.
Here we are doing a bass harvest, trying to get a lot of these little ones out.
Ah.
You know, I'm getting an opportunity. I'm just not getting them to the boat.
Oh, he hit me on the dang.
So I got really frustrated, I did. But I had to stay positive because I knew there were still a bunch of those tiny dancers out there and they were gonna bite again.
I gotta keep it together, man. There's a bass over there that's playing mind games with me.
But after you miss about 7 in a row, you do get a little ticked off.
Came off. Quit playing games with my heart.
I just had to let myself know, positive thinking, next one, you'll get the next one.
There we go. That's better. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, okay. They got a little bit of a baby gut. Baby gut. I don't know. It's tough to say. Did you? Let's see, let's put her on the scale. What's she got? Up, she's short. In the box. Came back. Ah. Oh. That's happened. It's happened a lot today. But we've also got a lot in the box, so I can't really complain.
There was a lot of bass in that live well at the end of the day, and when you get a bunch of tiny dancers together, in a confined area, they're going to be partying in there. They were banging their heads against the side of the wall. Who knows? They may have been listening to Metallica or something down there. I don't know. But there was a lot of bass in there. We probably took out, it was above 50 fish, you know. And you think, man, God, that's a lot of fish. I mean, because the live well was just full of bass. And that is a lot of fish, but if it's a 50-acre lake and it can get out of hand real quick, so those 50 bass really, I mean, it just made a small dent into the problem of having all those small little fish. But it still felt good. It makes you feel good thinking that you're making a difference, you know, to the overall fishery of it. And it's getting better, it is. Anytime me and Wojo get together to go fishing on his 50-acre lake there, we have a great time. I mean, there's been days where we've caught a lot of fish. Like this day, we caught a lot of fish, and we've had many other days just like that. We didn't catch any big ones on this day, but we did catch a lot of fish. But it's just a good time. Anytime you get out with your childhood friend. Me and Wojo have been buddies since about 3rd grade. We raced together at 5th grade field day at Sugar Hill Elementary. He's a great friend. He'll always be a great friend. And even though we get older and our bodies are broken down, we can always fish together.
Spend a day with me and you'll see that I'm just a little country fried. There ain't nothing wrong at all with being just a little country fried.